Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the INFJs Cognitive Functions. Make sure to watch each one and find out how the function stack designs your life. There are 4 cognitive functions for every personality type. The order of the functions is determined by human choices, and they connect language to the way we process information and make decisions. Making decisions requires the use of thinking and feeling, while processing information requires the use of intuition and sensing. The cognitive functions for the INFJ personality type in order are NI, FE, TI, SE. The top 2 functions of each category are used to identify them. Find out how the function stack designs your life choices and determine how you can use this knowledge in reaching personal growth and self-improvement. Here are the INFJ's cognitive functions. Number 1. Introverted Intuition, NI. Introverted Intuition, NI, is the INFJ personality type's strongest trait. Strong NI users navigate their future and use their subconsciously stored patterns to either make it what they want or to avoid what they fear. This is why people with the INFJ personality type frequently describe them as visionary and future-focused. Instead of getting caught down in the minutiae of the past, they are making predictions about future developments based on the overall themes and lessons they have learned. To predict how anything will turn out, they will totally act it out in their minds. Keep in mind that because they are not psychic, their judgments are not always accurate. Experience is always important. The more patterns an INFJ accumulates over the course of their lives, the better they will be able to interpret and anticipate circumstances. INFJ personality types have a propensity to seek for the deeper significance or underlying cause of things. They want to unite everything under a single, all-encompassing idea or philosophy. Instead of concrete examples or specifics from previous experiences, they will place greater emphasis on impressions and concepts that are by their very nature more abstract. They could have a propensity for attributing events to fate, pointing out odd coincidences, or declaring that something was meant to be. People with this personality type probably won't be very meticulous and probably won't follow the rules because NI users lack Introverted Sensing, SI. They won't stop being precise, but only to the extent necessary to accomplish their objective or finish the task at hand. Some details may be omitted or ignored. Of course, a mistake could later come back to bite them. They'll tend to concentrate more on the broad picture. They won't spend much time thinking about the past either, preferring to concentrate on shaping their perfect future. INFJs may become frustrated with people who take too long to get to the point and will likely prefer to concentrate on material that is pertinent to the task at hand. Those with the INFJ personality will not share their weird intuitive jumps out loud the way that NE users will, taking others along on the controversial journey with them until they arrive at their conclusion together. INFJs will instead analyze the situation in their heads before sharing their findings with you. However, the issue is that you'll usually hear the conclusion before you hear the case or dissertation. You might be able to persuade them to change their mind and explain their reasoning. INFJs may utilize their NI to predict other people's behavior and even manipulate them to help them achieve their own vision or objectives. When an INFJ is adept at doing this, they frequently appear to be far ahead of everyone else. Number 2. Extraverted Feeling, FE. Extraverted feeling is the second or auxiliary function of the INFJ personality type. Like INFJ personality types, FE users look for positive emotional reactions from other people. As a result, they will prioritize preserving relationships, making them excellent carers. Additionally, it implies that most of their choices will be based on what is best for everyone else. As a result, INFJs are frequently exploited and utilized as a pushover, whether on purpose or accidentally. However, it's not always because they are unaware of the manipulation, rather it's just that they frequently put the needs of others above their own. People with this personality type are likely to appreciate giving gifts and taking the small extra steps, such as mailing cards on special occasions, as they are auxiliary FE users. They are the ones that would strive to mimic your feelings in any given circumstance by acting pleased when you are pleased and dejected when you are dejected. Insert the feeling that best describes your situation. The INFJ will prioritize the needs of the group they identify with over individual needs since they are more likely to be group-oriented than individualistic. They will want to follow the group's rules, whether they are explicit or implicit, and will refrain from overtly defying them. However, because of their NI-TI combination, they might disobey laws that are illogical and have no higher or better purpose. Because these are all actions taken with others in mind, they will likely also value harmony, common politeness, respect, and loyalty. An INFJ could erroneously decide what's best for someone close to them and attempt to sway things in that direction. INFJs might do this mistake since they won't have FI to help them with self-awareness. Because they'll be fixated on the NI conclusion, they've decided what will be the best and are attempting to enforce it. Additionally, if they avoid conflict to an extreme, it may damage or destroy relationships since problems are never resolved or dealt with. The INFJ personality type will likely be among the least organized of the judges because all INFJs lack both Extraverted Thinking (TE) and Introverted Sensing (SI). However, they will likely attempt to keep some level of control over their daily lives to help them with new experiences. Number 3. Introverted Thinking (TI). Introverted Thinking (TI) is the third or tertiary function of the INFJ personality type. It can sound a little like, how do I get the couch into the other room by getting it through that tiny passage over there? The INFJ will then reason this through in their thoughts, make an educated guess as to how it might function, and then try it out. As a low usage of TI, they might love riddles, mental teasers, and perhaps strategic games. INFJs, on the other hand, may employ distorted TI logic to justify an FE decision or manipulation, deluding themselves that what they're doing is not just the best course of action for everyone concerned, but also the most logical course of action. In order to prevent disagreement or preserve harmony with others around them, they may also be prone to compromising their own personality, rationale, or opinions. The risk in doing this is that FE's desire for harmony will cause them to embrace contradictory viewpoints, effectively surrendering the logical precision of their TI system. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Extraverted Sensing (SE). Extraverted Sensing (SE) is the fourth or inferior function for people with the INFJ personality type. They may experience this in a few different ways. It can first appear as a reduction in the value of sensory or tangible information. They could be so focused on grasping a deeper meaning or believing an ethereal impression that they fail to notice the evidence that is directly in front of them. They could decline to make an effort to substantiate their intuitive inferences with hard data because they don't see the need to or feel unable to do so. Inferior SE can also make it difficult for INFJs to feel present or adapt in the moment. They may find it difficult to live in the present and act appropriately since they have a personality type that tends to think far into the future. They can discover that sudden action stresses them out easily and would rather have lots of time to prepare. INFJs could also have a propensity for sensory pleasures, such as overindulging in food or perhaps purchasing pricey and extravagant items. They might also be incredibly kind to friends and family, buying them gifts or lending them money. INFJs will likely have a modest desire for adventure as well, but because this feature is underdeveloped, the idea of engaging in such activities may make them anxious and prevent them from acting on their desire. A very tastefully decorated home or a passion for fashion could be signs that they also have a high respect for aesthetics. These videos will be really helpful for you.